I think we should talk about a little bit about your YouTube ventures. You started your YouTube channel like a year ago, right?
Just over a year ago, I had thought about it for years, and
Mhm.
through work and through coming up with 100 different excuses of why not to do it, uh, I thought, okay, I think this is a space that could be interesting. Uh, I'm a little bit of the old dog trying to learn a new trick, so there's a lot to learn in this space. YouTube's confusing. You look at the algorithm and search engine optimization and all the moving pieces. There's a lot
Yeah.
there to make sense of. But my feeling was this: I thought there's space there, and I looked at doing this about 4 years ago initially. And for about 4 years ago, I had COVID, and I was quite sick. I was down for a
Mm.
good part of 2020. Okay, so the plans for YouTube are delayed. And as I mentioned, you come up with all these excuses of why I need to delay doing this. Well, I finally got off my ass on late 2022 and thought, okay, it's time to do this. Steep learning curve. Certainly, I think the videos, I believe they've gotten better, and I believe they will progressively get better. Um, but it's been a great experience. I've connected with tremendous people all around the world. People have been extremely supportive. Uh, I try to view it a little bit like my old retail business.
Mm.
If someone posts a question, they have a comment, I try to follow up with everyone. Sometimes it turns into a dialogue back and
Yeah.
forth. Uh,
That's how we met. And that's how this
yeah,
podcast.
exactly. Yeah. And I think that personal aspect, I think people really like. Um, I want the channel to be very pure in that what is on the videos are my own opinion. They're sincere. It's
Yeah.
not something that's well, sometimes in YouTube, and this could be on any type of channel, cooking, travel, whatever. I think oftentimes these channels become infomercials. They're messages that are delivered that are
Mhm.
very scripted.
Yeah.
I want the polar opposite of that. I want things to be more free flowing and just be what they are. So the opinions that I give are my own. Uh, with wine, someone could disagree with me. There is no right or wrong.
Of course.
Uh, but yeah, it's been a great experience. Most of the people that subscribe, and right now I'm just a little bit shy of 10,000 subscribers,
Yeah.
so small. But for a year plus in, that I don't think that's too bad.
That's great.
Okay, well, hey, thanks. Um, but I think the audience is primarily people that have people that are interested in wine. They've maybe traveled a bit, and it's a lot of individuals who are in some sort of wine education program.
Mm. I
So
see.
I don't want it to be a wine geek channel. I don't want to go in all these esoteric little tangents. I'm trying to make the audience a little more inclusive. And look, there's a lot of channels out there, and many of the channels you can hear the same sort of messages over and over. I try to bring in a lot of my personal experience. So hopefully there's some things that are a little different.
Yeah, I think that's the most valuable part. At the beginning, you mentioned that you are still learning all these different details, the search engine optimizations.
Uh, yeah,
I think all those things are important, and we can also work on those. But I think those are just the framing and are a lot less important than the actual content and the experience and the knowledge that the
yeah,
person shares. Because a lot of creators fall into this mistake when they just want to communicate, but they do not focus on the matter, or they do not have anything to communicate. There is just the communication, and they work and polish all these details, the search engine optimizations and everything. Maybe they reach huge views, but it's a little bit empty. But this is, I think, the ideal situation when a person with a background, with an experience, with a profession comes in, has things to say, and the rest, the thumbnails and the titles, you can work those out. But even without optimizing anything, looking at your channel, it started growing quite fast in comparison to today's YouTube trends. So I think this really shows that the most important part is the experience that you share.
Oh,
and the authenticity.
I mean, I sincerely, I appreciate that very much. But it's a little bit like when I watch your channel. You know, I think you're providing a fantastic service. It's insightful. There's a whole range of topics that are covered. I mean, I think what you're doing is something that has a lot of value. And, you know, on my side with my channel, that's the intent, is someone can watch a video and maybe they come away with something where they go, oh, I learned a little something today. And if that's the case, I think it's a win. Hopefully they come back or they share it with some friend and they get some other people to view the videos as well. That would be great for long term. But my thought is it's a very long play. You know, YouTube is something where you need to be consistent and you need to be true to yourself. And, you know, that's my intent. So it's not my primary job at all. I work full time. I travel a lot and I try to bring YouTube in on some of the travel. I work on YouTube oftentimes nights, weekends, you know, off times. I enjoy it and it's really been quite fulfilling. But for me, it's something it really helps me to maybe keep connected to some aspects of the wine world that I don't work in day to day. And I just have a lot of fun talking to people. You know, people have been really good. And if I can help someone, maybe give them the tiniest amount of inspiration to continue on their wine journey, happy days. That's a good end result.
Exactly. I think this makes it even more genuine that this is not your job. So everybody can feel it. And even from the fact that you answer the comments, there are huge discussions. It really, really feels like you just want to communicate with people and want to share your story.
Well, it feels the same with your channel as well. But I think it's important. It's whatever topic you watch on YouTube. And I have to say, this may sound strange. I subscribe to almost no wine YouTube channels. I hardly watch any wine YouTube, hardly any. And the reason for that is I live it every day. And there's just times where I say, you know, I've got some downtime. I'd like to watch something else. And, you know, so, you know, I subscribe to just a handful of channels, you know, yours being one of them.
Well, thank you. That's a great honor. Thanks for watching this video. You can watch the full podcast episode by clicking here or watch another interesting video by clicking here. Let's continue the discussion in the comment section and see you in the next one.